What's up, everyone? I wanted to make this video because I want to show you what you can get at TJ Maxx and Marshalls for way cheaper than Barnes & Noble. And they're popular books, so they do have really popular books like The Fourth Wing. They have the Murder Clip series. They have a lot of Abby Jimenez books, a lot of Freida McFadden books. McFadden, I'm not sure how you say it. They have a lot of popular art authors and books there, so I just wanted to show you and share the prices with you. I have this whole stack. I haven't read all of them, but maybe I've read 1, 2, 3. I've really read 3 from this stack. But the first one that I wanted to show you, they have at TJ Maxx for $15.99. But I got this one at Barnes & Noble because I had points, and so I had $5 off, and it was 50% off, so I just decided to get this at Barnes & Noble. Dan Brown, The Secret of Secrets. I literally just dropped it and it ripped, but that's okay. I don't care. So one of the first books that I got was Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. I believe this was $5.99 or $6.99. And I just love suspense books or mystery books, and I had to get this, and I know it turned into a movie. It was made into a movie. I think I watched it a long time ago. I don't really remember what it's about, but I enjoy reading it better. Another book that I got was Summer Sisters. This was $6.99. I've heard good things about this. I started reading it, but I haven't finished it. Just because I was reading another mystery book, and I prioritize mystery books because I could read those really fast because they're just so good. I haven't really dipped into like romance books or sisterhood books or fantasy, just because I really enjoy mystery, suspense, and thriller books. But I bought these books, like these love books and these fantasy books, so I can get into it without having to spend like $20 per book. So I have 2 Abby Jimenez, Yours Truly, which I actually really like the story. I'm excited to read this one. This one was $6.99. And then Part of Your World. I also heard good things about this one, and this one was $7.99. I don't know what year these books came out, but I do see them a lot on the internet. People making videos about them. So I've heard really good things about The Love Hypothesis. Even the lady that was checking me out, she was like, "You're gonna love this book." It was great. I loved it. And this one was $7.99. The original price is $16. The Thursday Murder Club is another one. I believe this was $7.99. I ripped off the tag. This one was a solid read. I liked it. Not the best mystery book, but it was funny. It had its funny parts. Another one, this one I got from Marshalls. I'm Glad My Mom Died. This one was $12.99. It's a hardcover. $12.99. My best friend read this, and she said she really liked this book. So I don't really like reading anything other than mystery, but I'm willing to read other kinds of books. Dan Brown, The Da Vinci Code. So I really want to start this Dan Brown series. I know there's probably like 5 books in this series. This one was $8.99. I'm gonna start with Angels and Demons. That's his first book, or the first book of the series. And that book is borrowed, so yeah. And you know, these books come in pretty decent condition. I will say, like, sometimes the covers might be a little like worn or torn and stuff, but that's what you get for these kinds of prices, and I really don't mind it. I feel like worn down books, it gives a character. I like character. This one, so I bought this book because I wanted to see what this whole, like, people rave about fantasy books, and I'm pretty sure this is a fantasy book, so I want to give this a try. I want to finish all my other series first before I start this one, and I don't even know if this is a series or anything. I'm just hopping right into it. It's called One Dark Window. This one was $7.99. Look at, yeah, I don't know what the original price was on this, to be honest. The sticker covered it. Okay. The Housemaid. This book, 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5. 10 out of 10. I bought this on Sunday and I finished it Monday. So it took me 2 days to read this because it's so damn good. I know the movie comes out on Friday, December, whatever day that lands on, sometime in December. And my friend wanted to go watch the movie. She's like, it's based off the book. And I was like, oh, I've seen the book on the internet and at Barnes & Noble and at Marshall's and stuff, but I never picked it up. And so I didn't want to watch the movie and it spoil the book for me. So I picked up the book and I had no idea I was going to read it in 2 days. It was so good. I like psychological suspense. Yeah, definitely. This one was $7.99 versus at Barnes & Noble it would have probably cost, I don't know, like $18.99 plus tax. And I know there's 3 books to that series. So this is the second book, The Handmaid's Secret. I'm gonna start this one. I don't want to start it quite yet because there's other things that I have to get done. And if I start this, I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna do the things that I have to do. This one was $5.99. I don't know why this one was less expensive than the first book, but I don't know, maybe it's not as good. I'm still down to read it. $18.99 is the original price. Yeah, just books are so expensive. I don't know why. They're great, but definitely I buy my books off thrift. Yes, I do go to Barnes & Noble, but my main sources are thrift books, Marshall's, and TJ Maxx. Oh my gosh, this book I've been seeing everywhere. The Gingerbread Bakery. I found this book for $9.99. It's so cute. Look at the cover. Look at the back. I want to give this a try. Like I said, I have my preference for books. But, you know, I saw people raving about this. It had really good reviews. It had better reviews than the other books in this series that are down here. So this one was the best one with the best reviews. So I picked that one up. And then another 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 100% book that I found at Marshall's, and I believe it was $6.99. And this book was the book that got me into reading. I don't know what to say. It was perfectly written. It was relatable. And I can't wait to read more books of hers, is Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Like, this book has a special place in my heart. But also, I just love that it took place in Malibu. Being born and raised in Southern California, I knew most of the locations and areas that they were talking about in the book, so it was easier for me to create a story in my head. And I think that was a really good idea. First getting into reading was, okay, something familiar to me, not only location-wise, but sometimes this book it's familiar feelings, and it's relatable things and relatable life hardships and events. And so she did a really great job with just portraying that, and I loved all the characters, and she really made me hate the dad character so much, and I think that's a good job if she really makes you feel some sort of way about characters. So I would say, wait, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I bought 13 books from TJ Maxx and Barnes & Noble. I'm sorry, TJ Maxx and Marshalls. I'm gonna keep buying more. I wish I could buy them all. Like, I know they have also Harry Potter series. They have a lot of popular books, and they have a lot of older books too. A lot of classics as well. Sometimes you see like, for example, the Dune series, but you see like special editions there too. I really don't care for special edition. That's not really my vibe. I just want a good book, and I just want to read it, you know. I don't care if it's kind of like beat up or whatever. It gives a character, it's cute, it looks good on your bookshelf, but I'm just gonna keep buying, and I really advise you guys to go and shop for your books over there, because you're gonna save a lot of money. So I will do another video on updating my book journal for another time. So if you want to watch that, you can. I definitely do need to add more books, and I want to create another spreadsheet. So I'll probably make another video for that. And I added to my series tracker the Dan Brown books. But like, for example, I still have to add the Housemaid series. There's only 3 books, but yeah. So the 3rd book of the Housemaid by Freida, I couldn't find the 3rd book. I might have to buy it in Barnes & Noble, but I'm gonna check thrift books first before I pay full price for it. So yeah, thank you.